Good morning, students. Today we will discuss about separating the components of a mixture. We have already studied about the mixtures. Mixtures are mainly can be defined or classified into two types, that's a heterogeneous mixtures and the homogeneous mixture. So heterogeneous mixtures can be separated into their respective constituents by simple physical methods, so which are given hand picking, sieving, filtration. But sometimes we have to use special techniques for the separation of components of mixture. So first, today we will discuss only the first activity, that is activity 2.4. How can we obtain colored component, that is dye, from blue black ink? Activity says that fill half a beaker with water, put a watch glass on the mouth of the beaker, that is shown here, put few drops of ink on the watch glass. Now start heating the beaker. We do not want to heat the ink directly. You will see that evaporation is taking place from the watch glass. Continue heating as the evaporation goes on and stop heating when you do not see any further change on the watch glass. Observe carefully and record your observations. So this is the whole process is here, and what you have to answer. What do you think has got evaporated from the watch glass? Is there a residue on the watch glass? What is your interpretation? Is ink a single substance, pure, or is it a mixture? So when you will perform such kind of activity, the main thing in this is that there will be evaporation. On heating the solution, water evaporates and we get back the ink dye in the watch glass. Now what happens? Different substances have different boiling points. Those having low boiling point will evaporate first, and that component will having high boiling point will evaporate earlier. So what happens? This technique is used when there is a much higher difference in boiling point. So boiling point here of ink is much higher than that of water. So when we will heat this ink solution, water will evaporate and we will left with only ink, that is dye. So where we can use these this type of technique, what are the applications of this technique? This technique is used in crude petroleum refineries, that is for the to obtain the crude petrol, which at different temperatures we obtained petrol, diesel, LNG, Vaseline, etc. Then we also use this technique to separate metals from its alloys. Alloys is a combination of metals in definite proportions. Then other application of this technique is it is also used for the preparation of milk products, that is khoya from the milk. When you will get khoya from the milk, it means water will evaporate from the milk and we will left with khoya. So this was all about activity. This activity, that is 2.4. Thank you and have a nice day.